All right, so let's start off with the first big question. What is monopolistic competition? What is it in terms of its market structure? Well, there are many different firms, so you can see how it's similar to competitive markets here. There's a lot of different firms, but one of the main differences here is that their products are not identical. They are, to some degree, differentiated, right? So think of fast food, right? That was one of the answers in the practice questions we just saw. Fast food, right? Lots of different fast food companies, but they don't sell identical products, right? It's not like Granny Smith apples or other agricultural products. A Burger King burger is different than a McDonald's burger is different than a Wendy's burger, right? There's differentiation going on. Now, one thing it does have in common with perfect competition is that there is free entry and exit, okay? So keep that in mind. Now, again, what is product differentiation? It's just the fact that companies, firms, try to differentiate themselves. They try to separate themselves from their competition by differentiating their products, trying to make them look more attractive than their competitors or more unique than their competitors. Okay, so that's what we mean by product differentiation. All right, so here's a summary of some of the differences. We've got our spectrum here, so perfectly competitive on one end, monopoly on the other end, monopolistic competition right now sort of in the middle, although I will point out again that it's closer to the perfectly competitive end of the spectrum. So we see some similarities here, many sellers, okay, whereas there's only one seller, of course, with monopoly. Perfectly competitive markets, similar or actually really nearly identical products. Whereas with monopolistic competition, we've got product differentiation. Now, free entry and exit here and basically here, there might be some barriers to entry, but they're basically so low that it's almost effectively free entry and exit. Whereas, of course, with monopoly, there are very significant barriers to entry which prevent other firms, other competitors from entering the market.